Time, sun rays shine. Tell my boys, time to wake up. Kings, brush your teeth, wash your face. You know the basic. Show them the rules of the world, even though it tilt a bit. Go harder than them all, but calculate the fall. Building geniuses and champions. Solar with my system, got 2 sons, so it's lit. Never told, oh eclipse. Hit the schoolyard, say y'all have some fun. See my pops, chop it up about the pros and the cons. Over how you feel and how it's done. You can't stop the rain by complaining. I'm living carefree like nothing's worrying me. But she love to taste the champagne. Switch a dude like Uber, you bout moving in the fast lane. Get the picture, she developed and the cash came. Only follow dudes with the blue check by their name. Enticed by the fame, flashy lights, shiny things. Though she look like gold, she just glittery. So I keep my eyes on what OGs instill to me. The ones that dig for gold, leave holes in the road. Swerving to steer away from the lane and leave my tires burning. She remind me of my ride. I love her body type, getting high off of vibes. Touching satellites, eyes hazy, spirit high as where the graves be. But word around town is you needy though. You don't like Chipotle, you want the EDO. But I'm really 2 down 2, we can roll. Got you know, ice cold, whoa. Shout out Joe one time for the one time. For real. Yeah, I'm rolling through these streets with freaks that leave your spirit broken. I met Medusa, turned my heart as cold as stone, man. Colder than ever, ice cold hard head. Ice cold hard head, yeah. Ice cold hard head. I'm rolling through these streets with freaks that leave your spirit broken. I met Medusa, turned my heart as cold as stone. Ice cold hard head.
Hey, this shaker was $1.99 at Goodwill. $1.99, folks. Anyways, hello and welcome to Story in the Song. I'm your host, Daryl Holloman, and our guest today is Marcus Gordon, aka Amero. How you doing today, Marcus?
I'm good. I'm vibing, man. Yeah.
Looks like you just got off of work, right?
Yeah, just got off doing a little 9 to 5 thing, clocking in, putting in that little time, but now we clocked in to do my thing, do my time, you know?
Well, now it's time to clock out of, what your day job and clock into being a rock star on our Story in the Song podcast. Please subscribe at RiverSunStone Studios. Anyways, you want to tell us about the moniker Amero? Why did you choose that name? What's its significance and meaning?
Okay. Like, when it come down to that, I didn't really choose it. I kind of evolved it. When I was younger or whatever, just outside running around, all like the neighborhood kids would call me Money for a lot of different reasons. And after I had like a small break on the music side due to outside influences, so when I got back acclimated into doing what I do, I wanted to have like the title of the name or whatever what I was gonna roll under, and Money was mad generic, so I just took it to another level, because you know how back in Y2K, when everybody was buying all the water and everything was collapsing, the world was over, it was like the new wave of the money that was gonna come through. To make a long story short, was gonna be called the Amero. So that never happened. 10, 15, 19 years and went past. So it's like, yo, I am that.
You are the Amero now.
Yeah.
You are a form of currency.
Yeah.
Or your music, your art is a form of currency.
My being, because the totality, because like, there's gonna be a little bit more than music. We definitely bring in a big wave. Like, this just was touching the shore at the moment, but this is definitely, I got outlines and plans to make this a big impact on the planet.
Oh, you seem pretty ambitious to me. You want to tell people where they can find your music and about anything, any information that you think is useful?
Yeah, most definitely. Everything is kind of centralized at www.andforreal.com, AND, the number 4, Real.com. And there you can find all the social links, all the songs, a few videos, a few exclusive videos. But if you are an Apple Music, iTunes subscriber, or you can find it under Amero, Amero with a $. Spotify, the same thing, Amero with a $. Tidal as well, iHeartRadio as well.
Wow, it seems like you've already got a heck of a platform going right there. That's impressive. So, how did you start out making music?
Yeah, it's a funny story. I mean, like, I started off just officially being in school as a kid. I'm talking like elementary school and being like, I don't know, kind of lit. So it's like, if anything ever go different or to make friends laugh, we would take popular songs and I would kind of parry them to make fun of, like, I don't know, like the kid that we were at the time that was.
So a diss track.
Yeah, for the most part, but
Okay.
it'd be based off whatever popular song was. But as far as my creative process of me making things on my own, I can kind of date it back to when it was WWF on PlayStation, and you can pick your interest music, you know? So you can come out to the Undertaker music when you create your character, or Heartbreak Kid music or whatever. But we would take a tape deck, stuff tissue in the tape so we could record over it, play the instrumental on the TV.
Wait a minute, stuff tissue in the tape? How does that work?
Oh, back when they had tapes, you could record over them. It's like, it's one side that got the reel. The other side, it looks blank, but it's two little squares on it. If you stuff tissue in the squares, you can record over the reel.
No way, I had no idea.
Yeah,
Science!
I don't know how we even came to that, but it works. So like, we would put the tapes in there, put the interest music on, and like make songs off of Undertaker music or HBK, and just like make up raps and stuff. So like,
So
that's kinda
how
it kicked
old
off.
were you at this time?
Man, bro, I don't know. I got a real loose concept of time, so like, I don't know. I was young, mad young. PlayStation, it had to be PlayStation 1, maybe 2, so whatever that is.
So like, what, were you in like grade school at the time, maybe?
Something like that.
Somewhere around
something like
that age?
Junior high, something like that, maybe.
So you pretty much your whole life you've been
no
making
doubt.
music. That's pretty cool.
No doubt.
Well, you're gonna perform a song for us called "The Monday Blues."
Yeah.
Tell us what that song is about.
It's really about Mondays, you know? Everybody got a story of how they feel about Mondays, having a case of the Mondays, dealing with the Monday blues. So I just took mine and embodied it in a song that can be enjoyed when you're dealing with the Monday blues, you know?
Yeah, I've heard this song, and I think after a long, hard day of work, or when you're anticipating, right before going back to work on Monday or whatever is your Monday,
Facts.
whatever day you go back to work after a break, it can kind of help put you in a better mood, better mind space. Yeah. So without further ado, you're gonna perform the Monday Blues. Here it is.
Yes. Amero,
Cut.
And for real, Amero, just doing what I gotta do. Dealing with the Mondays, another case of the look. Sun rays hit my face, then I hit the snooze. Dealing with the Monday blues. Baby moms hit my line with some sour news. Nah. Dealing with the Monday blues. Hit the gig, clock in, do what I do. Make it through the Monday blues. Take a break, blow a bead just to face another case of the Monday blues. But one day, change his life. I'm living one day. You will see the vision one day. Lead his mental prison one day. Monday. Look, tones play throughout my place. I wake and vape to ease my mind as I realign continuums of space and time. Sun rays shine. Tell my boys time to wake up. Kings, brush your teeth, wash your face. You know the basic shit. Show them the rules of the world, even though it tilt a bit. Go harder than them all, but calculate the fall. Building geniuses and champions. Solar with my system, got 2 sons, so it's lit. Never told, oh eclipse. Hit the schoolyard, say y'all have some fun. See my pops chop it up about the pros and the cons over how you feel and how it's done. You can't stop the rain by complaining. I'm living carefree like nothing's worrying me. Hit the gig, clock in. Good morning to smiling faces. The vibes can't be hid, cause you are now witnessing rapture. Here now but won't see me after. Found cheddar in a better row. I made it out, they hit my chapter. Sun rays hit my face, then I hit the snooze. Dealing with the Monday blues. Baby moms hit my line, decline, ride. Just dealing with the Monday blues. Hit the gig, clock in, do what I do. Make it through the Monday blues. Take a break, blow a beat, just a face. Another case. Look. Picking, packing, shrink rapping on the staging line. Raymond truck glide, making rhymes in my idle mind. To flip the narrow, my uniform on. Leave me alone till I'm gone. Love it when they think I'm square. Misdirect, tangled up situations. Selling spheres, know where I'll be on my lunch break. Meet me there, green grass, oil, snow. Big worm stove, like, boy, what in the world you want? Little wise yelling, hurry up and buy. You're not my guy, nah. Just demand and supply. This girl got me on papers. Visitation, confrontations, lose my patience. Wake the neighbors up in paper day. Too long away. Hey, one day, I changed his life. I'm living one day. You will see the vision one day. Lead his mental prison one day. On a Monday, sun rays hit my face. Then I hit the snooze. Dealing with the Monday blues. Baby moms hit my line, decline, ride. Dealing with the Monday blues. Hit the gig, clock in, do what I do. Make it through the Monday blues. Hit the boa, just the Mondays, one day. And for real, one day. I changed this life I'm living. For real, dealing with the Monday blues. Ooh, Mondays. Hey, another Monday. Hey, dealing with the Monday blues. True. Yeah, for real.
So Marcus, you've told us about the history of how you started writing songs.
Yeah.
How do you do it now? What's your creative process? Do you find the music first and write lyrics to it, or do you write lyrics and find the music later? How does it work?
All right, well, most of the times when I get hit with a piece of inspiration, or if I'm in a creative space to be able to write where I just feel like I'm inspired to do something, I kind of make the melody in my head first of where I want it to go, how I want it to be. Even if it never comes out like that, even if it's like far away from that by the time the finished product comes down, it's just like I make the melody and then I come up with the words, or maybe sometimes I get hit with the words first. Like I may be in a place in my life where I see a certain thing, or I hear a certain thing from another person, or I understand another person's point of view, and a line comes together, like maybe 2 bars, maybe 4, and I know I'm gonna use that. Like I know I'm using that.
And then after you come up with those words, then do you kind of do the same thing in reverse, or think of a melody in your head before you find the final track that it's gonna go on?
Nah, if I come up with the words first, I'll just do all words. I'll finish all the words. I'll do the whole song, or at least like the verse and the hook without no beat, and I deal with that later. Cause like it comes like a producer, I meet one, or I have tracks from a producer that gave them to me when I wasn't in a space of writing, and I listen to them while I'm on the road, and certain things line up. So then I adjust, whether I gotta adjust with the producer or I adjust my words to be able to create what I wanted to bring through. So like that's kind of just I let that bump each other until it smooths out in between the beat and the lyrics.
So yesterday you were telling me that you got a new guitar.
Yeah,
so it sounds like you're ready to actually get involved in the musical composition part of the writing process.
Yeah, no doubt. I always been inspired by people who can do both, play an instrument and as well as sing and songwrite. Even if there was covers, it still take a certain amount of like skill to be able to say words and keep the melody and play the song at the same time. So I tried linking with other people who play instruments. That worked to a certain degree, but it's not at the pace of how I move with life, you know? So in order to not be upset all the time, I figured I would use that energy to learn how to do it myself, you know?
I love that attitude, and I love how you're just jumping in. You because you hear a melody in your head, you'd rather know kind of how to play the instrument.
Yeah.
So if you're working with other musicians, even if you don't want to play the instrument yourself, you can tell the instruments what you want and communicate with them on a level that maybe you couldn't if you didn't, if you weren't learning an instrument. Do you plan on maybe learning some other instruments as well? I'd suggest the keyboard.
Yeah, more than likely. Everybody kind of steered me in the direction of the keyboard, but just like to piggyback off what you were saying, I definitely 100% agree with that, understanding the way to be able to convey information from one group to another group, because I did face that a lot, because I had no idea, and I was cool with not knowing, but to be able to tell people what I need from them, I need to be able to speak that language. So being able to learn the instrument, I'll be able to learn the vocab so I can be able to bridge that gap a whole lot better, and then it'll make it easier. So I'm definitely on that. And as far as instruments go, I treat that like I treat anything else in my life, because I don't know, I kind of believe that how a person does one thing is how they do all things, like, and they walk in life. So it's like, as for right now, I'm picking up the guitar. But once I step into that life, it's probably going to be whatever it's going to be. I may learn 5 instruments. I may learn 2. I may only learn the 1. But it's like, however life takes its course, that's how I'm going to get down with it.
Yeah, even if you don't expand into other instruments and become a virtuoso, which you may very well do, even just knowing a few chords on the guitar and maybe like on the keyboard, as a fellow musician, I know that helps me communicate with other musicians. Like you said, it's a language.
Yeah.
It's you have to be able to speak a certain type of language to communicate ideas and concepts, between musicians. But anyways, we'll get to this next song, which is called "Turn Me On." What is that song about?
It's about the things that turn me on, and.
Oh, okay. We're getting saucy up in here.
It definitely stays.
Tell us
saucy.
what turns you on, Marcus.
And I was just about to get into that. That's what kind of made me laugh, because it kind of boils down to women. That's about it. So it's like it's not the things, the thing. What we doing all this stuff for, man? Getting fly, buying things, generating wealth, so we can squander it on a woman.
Well, yeah, that's even though we're supposedly an evolved species from when we were cavemen, it's not that much different nowadays. At the end of the day, our motivations are primal.
Yeah, that's all that it is. We all animals, bro. No matter what.
I agree with that. Well, without further ado, we'll get to the next song, which is "Turn Me On."
Shout out BU for the production. Yeah. For real. Yeah. For real. Yeah. Amero. And for real, and they say that they're back. That's if you woke, if you not, then you whack. Burn a tree to relax. Vex. You feel that? Only divineness residing in me. I make a song for the angels to sing. Look at my face. How many eyes do you see? Just vibe to the beat. To a level unmatched. Facts. She got a big budget, but she love to taste the champagne. Switch a dude like Uber, you bout moving in the fast lane. Get the picture, she developed in the cash came. Only follow dudes with the blue check by their name. Enticed by the fame, flashy lights, shiny things. Though she look like gold, she just glittery. So I keep my eyes on what OGs instill to me. The ones that dig for gold, leave holes in the road. Swerving to steer away from the lane and leave my tires burning. She remind me of my ride. I love her body type, getting high off of vibes. Touching satellites, eyes hazy, spirit high is where the graves be. But word around town is you needy though. You don't like Chipotle, you want the EDO. But I'm really 2 down 2, we can roll. Got a pocket full of C3POs, whoa. She say play the fuel again, I love when you put Spanish in. And for real, and they say that they're back. That's if you woke, if you not then you whack. Burn a tree to relax. Facts. You feel that? Only divineness residing in me. I make a song for the angels to sing. Look at my face. How many eyes do you see? Please, just vibe to the to a level unmatched. Let's elevate where your conscience be at. We more than humans, that's facts. You feel that? Yeah. For real. I see her far away while I'm on stages. Okay, that's done. And then I approach her really quick, no hesitating. Yeah, and then we two-step to them throwbacks that's so anxious. You like that? She said, I know just who you are. Boy, ain't you famous? No way. Well, okay, I mean, I guess so in this world of obfuscation. Really about me, I be your brother with the complex occupation. And all I need is a woman who gon' ride for me and be patient. With some good conversation, I mean, sexy and basic, I need that low key. Su futuro novio está aquí. Ooh, we talk to me in Spanish, boo, you know what that do. It turns me on. To a level unmatched, let's elevate where your conscience be at. We more than humans, that's facts. Yeah, it turns me on. Only divineness residing in me. Residing in we, oh. It turns me for real. Amero, you know. It turns me on.
That turned me on.
Let's get it.
Marcus, I absolutely love how you incorporated that Beatles sample into there, or however your producer incorporated that into the song. That's the Beatles are one of my biggest influences ever. Why don't you tell people about who are your influences? Like, which artists?
Yeah, I can definitely
people?
get into that. But like, if I can just, my fault for just doing that. But I'm gonna bounce back one more time to just the beat itself, and I got a few things to say about that. First and foremost, shout out to the producer, Marshane Kit of BU, Beast University. Me and him worked together great. He made a lot of songs that resonate with people a lot, that he made the backtracks for. Also, Live and Learn Sounds with JC made a lot of songs, from a lot of production for me that people resonate. I mean, that resonates with the people, and I see it in a face. They may like the beat, whether they even fully understand everything I say. They may see it for the first time. It's like vibe off of my energy and presence, but they rocking with the beat. So I appreciate
the way
them.
you interacted with that beat was great, and I like the way you weaved the turns me on into like a whole, the whole subject of the song.
Yeah.
I've heard that song before, but I didn't realize that was the song you were talking about. So now I have a completely different perspective on the song now that you explained it. And many props go out to the people helping you helping you create beats that really bring out the lyrical quality of your songs.
Yeah, I definitely honor that. And another thing that I do honor, just to finish up on that subject of the Turn Me On track, is the fact that I know it's a Beatles sample. And they like a monstrous, like a big wave they made, big impact they made in the music game. And it's a lot of people that are affected by that wave. So it's like when you touch stuff like that, it can be hit or miss. They can love it or they can hate it. Like, how dare you, so-and-so. So like,
As
to
a
go outside,
Beatles fanatic, like I loved it. I loved
that's the
it.
thing I'm grateful for.
And the song, that's one of my favorite songs too. And I love how that song kind of lives on, but it's in something original.
No doubt.
You know, if something can live on and keep being used for more original material, it's great. It's like it's a living organism.
No doubt. Music is, for real. It's the glue.
Living yeast, Chris says.
It's the glue.
Yeah, it's yeast that expands, just keeps on expanding and expanding.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's talk about when you're not being a rock star. Who are you? You're obviously I see you're in scrubs. You're a working person. You just got here after work.
Yeah.
Tell us about just the regular life.
It's cool, but it's just weird. Like if I can just be 100% 100, it's just like the world's merged. So it's like at one point in time, it was a switch. I can talk about when the lights are off and when the lights are on. Now it's just like a twilight mixture of everything all in one. So it's like some days I might go to work. Some days I might not. I may work for myself all day. And then some days like I do something to generate money, that may not be exactly my ideal or like my passion or nothing like that, and then I bounce back. But it all kind of comes down to me doing this music. Everything else that I do, like outside of music, is all to support me being able to be in music. Cause like for me to be alive and the person that everybody can deal with, I have to do something that I can be able to deal.
I dig that.
I do what I need to do so I can make sure I can stay cool. But outside of just like the day-to-day thing, I got my children, I got 2 boys. It's weird with that as well because I'll never see them as like a separate thing, like that. It's like extensions of who I am. So they like when I talk about what I'm doing that for me and my children. But it's just like I don't see it as a separate thing. So I got to make sure I keep that conscious because like I don't want it to get misconstrued. But yeah, I do. Have 2 boys.
As you said, it's a twilight mixture. I like that description.
It's everything at once, like going on. I just like handle it.
And obviously, everything in your life basically affects the lyrics that you write and the music you make. So, yeah, I didn't mean to put it as like you had 2 separate lives because it's all of you. It's. Would you say that your children provide a big inspiration, as an artist? Where do they work into your art?
They work into my art heavy because they like the stuff that I do. They be in studios with me when I'm recording certain things, or they listen to everything that I do. Like if they get in a car with me, they don't want to hear like the radio. They're like, I want to hear on your songs. Like, and
nice.
We kind of rock to different stuff, and I let them hear stuff in all of the development phases. So they may hear something raw straight from the studio, and they may hear like a melody on my phone, and I just like laid the lyrics down when I was like putting it in my voice recorder or something. So it's like nothing. But what I found out about that is like my oldest, he's real critiquing. Like he understands it. Like what, you probably should do it like this, or that sounds good, or I don't like that one. And it's like it gives me like a nice look, and he really
so they really do affect the music you make. That's awesome.
My youngest like it's like he got like skills, like if I could say that, like musically, like I sat in the studio with him and he would hear like the melodies and he'd like repeat them. Like he real young, but it's like, or he had come up with melodies of his own, or he had watched something on TV and kind of make his own like version of it as a joke in between us three. Or
Sounds
whatever.
like
So it's
he's already got the creative
Yeah.
juices flowing. Already a creator.
You know what I mean? And like to be, I don't know, just talking about that kind of bring me back to when I said I had a little break. It's like once I seen them and I wasn't showing them anything about no music during that time, and to see like those type of things arise in them, knowing I didn't show them, nor them they like that was just them. I'm like, yo, like this shit deeper than ego or people this, that, and the third, people opinions and shit. I'm like, dude, I can't do nothing but this. Like, this is who I am. This is how I get down. Because, like, without even showing them, and they ain't nothing but extensions of who I am, and that is arising in them, even though they mix with a whole other person, it's like, yo, dog, I'd be foolish not to, like, keep going forward with what I'm on.
And, yeah, your creativity, you know, continues with your kids. It's like the yeast, but in human form.
Yeah.
Anyways, we'll get to the last song you're performing for us. It's called Medusa.
Medusa.
Now, obviously, there are some connotations that go with the name Medusa. If I remember, it's part of some mythology where if you look at her, you turn to stone. Is that correct? Or if she looks at you, you turn to stone?
Yeah, she got like the hair, snakes in it.
The snakes in the hair, yeah.
Turn you to stone. Sometimes it be like that. You look at the wrong one, you might get turned to stone, you know?
Okay. So is this about a particular person, a particular type of person?
Well, when it all breaks down, just like lyrically, it's like a combination of different people that were all on the same thing, that had the same type of ideology, and they would talk to me in like different ways.
A composite character.
Yeah, it's a composite character of based on real life people that, you know, had that Medusa quality in all of them. So I just mixed it all up to package it up nice, you know.
So obviously, it's not a complimentary song about their personalities, because I could be wrong.
Well, you know what? It's not really a plus or a minus. It's just kind of like my perspective on it and what I plan on doing after being in contact with yours. That's all.
Okay.
You know, this is super dope. I'm liking this story in the song shit because like I'm revealing shit to myself that I don't even know. Like,
you're having you know.
I'm like, yeah, I guess you're right. That is what it is.
Some revelations here.
Yeah, you know what
So
I mean?
it's not necessarily bad or good, but it's an observation from your perspective. Well, without further ado, let's get to the song, Medusa.
For real. Real. Amero. Yeah, no. Ice cold. Whoa. Shout out Shot Joe, one time for the one time. For real. Yeah, I'm rolling through these streets with freaks that leave your spirit broken. I met Medusa, turned my heart as cold as stone, man. Colder than ever, ice cold hard head. Ice cold hard head, yeah. Ice cold hard head. I'm rolling through these streets with freaks that leave your spirit broken. I met Medusa, turned my heart as cold as stone. Ice cold hard head, yeah. Real. She wanna touch me and tease me. I'm feeling cased in. The swag put the 90s on her, like she getting sexed in. Now she singing me sad songs, violin symphonies. Can't have my heart on the string, my things ain't nowhere how they used to be. And currently the organ be pumping revolutions. My heart ice cold after dealing with Medusas. Women want you in your feels just so they can do ya. I see the whole scene though, watch how I maneuver. She on her knees blessing me, but it's no hallelujahs. Thinking it's a never-ending body party. I bet you be sorry in the future. Something about the simple ones attract me, but then they all up in my face like some acne. Cause the only goal of mine is where the cash be. So I hit the ground running like a track meet. But these women mascots to distract me. I got this chick talking slick in my side seat. Like, can you answer questions to relax me? Like, please let me know where the packs be. Cause you seen how they did the homie Max B. It's an ice cold system, they ain't playing with you all. When that gavel bang, you gon' go inside a yard. Don't know how to say it, I don't wanna be involved. They giving out time time like the clock on the wall. Hit a U-turn, dropping you back off. If I don't do nothing with my life, I'm a ball. Get into this money like a duffel bag boy, I'm rolling. Hey, through these streets where freaks will leave your spirit broken. I met Medusa, turned my heart as cold as stone. Ice cold hard head, ice cold hard head, yeah. Ice cold hard head, I'm rolling. Through these streets where freaks will leave your spirit broken. I met Medusa, turned my heart as cold as stone. Ice cold hard head, yeah. Ice cold hard head, ice cold hard head, yeah. Look, I still fantasize and romanticize at times to have her back. Rolling up that OG to ODs and back. But no time for closure, like Goldie or Mac. Hey, interrupt my vibes as I drive that Bluetooth I accept. She say, I know that life you live, it can be dangerous. I hope every night you're changing, but I'm not on that Kesha-ish. Hey, try to tell a crime is pay. Yeah, hey, and all these songs is bang. Yeah, look, I ain't got the answers to the questions in this life. Hard making decisions when you trying to do things right. Don't ask me my opinion, no, I'm not known to say things right. I'm just yelling in for real, trying to live for tonight, and I'm rolling, for real. Yeah. Amero, you know. Vibes. Yeah. Through these streets, free to leave, spirit broken.
So tell us, is there any defining moment in your life, a definitive instant that may have changed your life's trajectory that you're aware of?
Most definitely. Like, to make it short is to listen to anything outside of myself. That and I did it, and I really committed to doing it, and I realized that it got me nowhere. So it's like, all right, but to make it storyline form, I was married for 10 years, and, she was anti me doing all this music, anti me doing anything. At first I thought it was just music, but it's just succeeding past the level of people's comfort level, you know what I mean? But it's all on how you get raised and all that, but that's cool. But during that time, I was really focused on okay, well maybe what I had going on was wrong. I'm gonna do everything that this is telling me I'm supposed to do, and to have a child in between that time, and to have another child in between that time, and then to watch them do musical things without me showing them nothing. Because it took a lot to be able to turn it off, and try to not be around anything musically, not analyze anything, not turn off the rhymes in my head, turn off listening to beats a certain way, turn off listening to artists a certain way, and then to see them still do it anyway, I'm like, y'all, man, nah, I'm crazy. I'm crazy because I never showed them that and they doing it. Never. They never been around that and they doing it. So I'm like, yeah, that was a defining moment to let me know that anything that I'm doing that's outside of who I am and what I believe in and where I plan on going is insane. I don't care who telling me that.
You gotta be you.
Yeah.
If
from that day forward, I never
is in your
went
DNA,
back.
obviously. So to try and discourage yourself or let somebody else discourage you from pursuing that, I agree with you. It's insane.
Yeah.
It's insane.
And as soon as I bounced outside, I dropped maybe 5, possibly 6 albums within a year span. 13 singles outside of them within the 18-month span.
Yeah,
and it's not really stopping.
It's pouring out of you, so you can't stop it.
Yeah, man, this shit bigger than it's bigger than that, man. It's bigger than that, and I'm with it. I got plans to take it even further than that. Expansion in a real way.
Marcus, I love your attitude. I love your ambition. Yeah. And I love your music. I think you're a true artist.
That's what's
and
up.
I'd like to thank you for coming on the Story in the Song podcast. Folks, make sure you check out all of Marcus's music on the interwebs. Chris is going to put all the information back up on the screen again. And also make sure you subscribe to RiverSunStone Studios on YouTube and wherever you can find the music and podcasts of RiverSunStone Studio. We really appreciate your support. And to go back to something that you said before, what you were talking about before, if you're not a musician, folks that are listening that are not musicians, but you have friends and loved ones that are musicians, please support their art. Yeah. Life is not just about your status or your job or any of those things. Artists, we have to do what we do. So please support us. I'm not talking about financially, but if you want to do that, that's fine too. But please support your local artists and your friends and family and encourage them to keep doing what they're doing.
Yeah.
You're not bad for discouraging them, but just letting you know. Anyways, this has been the Story in the Song podcast with our guest Marcus Gordon. I'm your host Daryl Holloman, and this podcast was brought to you by Uber producer Chris Tobin. With special assistance from our other producer Brian Christian Adams. No, it's just Adam. Anyways, bye-bye, y'all. Until next time.
Yeah.